This episode of Sex Talk with My Mom is brought to you by Alloy Women's Health. Join the 95% of women who tried Alloy and saw relief in the first 2 weeks. Head to myalloy.com/sneaky and tell them all about your symptoms, and you'll get a fully customized treatment plan, and you'll get $20 off your first order today. Head to that's myalloy.com/sneaky, that's SNEAKY, to get $20 off your first order.
You are listening to a Pleasure Podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
We're on our way here. We were in line. We were just buying a shirt, and this dude was talking everybody's hats off at the store. And just my comments. I'll get louder and louder. I'll pretend.
You're very shy, I guess.
No, I'll pretend to be. Got to deal with it.
You're not supposed to say.
I won't. I'm sorry.
Mentally challenged.
I'll pretend to have a disability.
Okay.
Welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the most uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in,
strap on,
and enjoy the ride.
Boy, do we got a good show for you today, folks.
We are delighted to share. We got a guest on, a hilarious guest that Mom saw at a recent comedy show.
I was at a comedy show, and this guy was so funny. His name is Nathan Gelardi. And I walked up to him after the show and said, "You want to be on my podcast?" He goes, "Sure. Give me your phone." And he immediately puts his number in the phone, and we said, "Let's get him on."
He's a young buck. He grew up in East Detroit and moved to Tampa. And now he's out in L.A., or he's about to move to L.A.
Yeah.
He's fucking hilarious.
He's got great stories, and I think this kid's going to be a big star.
Yeah, we talk all about seduction on this episode.
Oh, my God.
We get into some Detroit laws or Michigan laws about it. And we also share some of our TikTok's finest seduction tips.
Yeah, they are hilarious too. Anyway, you guys.
If you're not watching this on YouTube or Spotify, we highly recommend it because you'll be able to watch those TikTok videos and anything else we pulled up.
Exactly.
And we love you. Thank you very much for tuning in.
And please, TikTok is here to stay. So follow us on TikTok and Instagram and Patreon. Patreon.com/Sex Talk with My Mom.
And without further ado, let's welcome Nathan Gelardi. Nathan Gelardi, welcome to the show.
Woo-hoo.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's good to be here.
You didn't realize it was Sex Talk with My Mom until you saw it on the fucking screen behind you?
What did you think when I walked up to you after your show?
I just thought you were running a podcast. I didn't know it was going to be Sex Talk with My Mom.
But when I told you I have a podcast, you didn't bother saying, "Oh, what's the podcast about?" or what?
No, I get asked to go on podcasts. I was just taking any opportunity you get. I'm out in L.A. I figured, hey, it's got to be good. And then you followed me, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute." But, I don't.
What the fuck did I commit to?
I wasn't going to go back.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you staying with your word.
Yeah,
it says a lot about you.
I was there with my boyfriend, and he was like, "This guy's funny. You got to go up and ask him."
Thank you. It was a good show.
Yeah,
I knew I was going to get something out of that show.
There you go. This is what you got.
You can come talk about sex with my mom.
And I noticed you have a little tattoo.
Oh yeah, it's my. I got a tattoo for my mom. I got it when I was in jail.
Wow. Okay, so listeners, if you're not watching this on YouTube or Spotify, you should be because you can see this beautiful tattoo.
It's a stick and poke.
It's a heart stick and poke.
That's a legit stick and poke. Yeah. It took a while. It cost me like 4 ramen noodles.
Holy fuck. It says mom in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, why did you choose to get this?
To get bailed out. My bond was I was like 17. Right before I started being a comedian, I got arrested with some weed.
No way.
Where was it?
In East Detroit High School.
No shit.
Which is ridiculous because it's legal now. So I go to jail for...
How long were you in jail for?
95 days.
95? 3 months? More than 3 months in jail?
Yeah.
Because of fucking weed?
Yeah. Well,
was it a ton of weed?
I messed up the probation. And no, it's not even on my record anymore. Just having it on school grounds.
That is so crazy.
But they gave me this, it was a cheap... My bond kept getting lower and lower as time went on. And I was messing with my mom. Like, get me out. And they were trying to teach... They were really trying to teach me a lesson because I was in a lot of trouble then. But anyways, she showed up one day at visiting, and I was like, check this out. And it was all like infected and stuff.
Oh my God! No,
I was out the
way.
next day. So
Really?
it was worth it. Yeah.
Because of the infection, or because your mom was
I don't
like,
know
"Oh,
which one
he
it
loves
was.
me."
I don't know, but she always thought it was hilarious. So she likes it. So she liked it a
you
lot.
have several siblings.
I'm the middle of 7 boys.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
damn.
can't imagine. Your poor mother.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta
she-
say.
7 boys. Wow. Did everyone get along? Or is it...
Yeah, we're all about 4 years apart.
Oh my. Wait.
Yeah,
What?
so
That went on for a
so my
long
older
time.
brother's 38, and then there's like 36, and then there's 32,
Holy shit.
and then there's me 30, and then you go down 26, 22, 18.
This
Oh
is
my
very
God.
strategic.
Yeah, my dad was he didn't want to. As soon as they were old enough to go to school, my dad got her pregnant again.
Wow.
Keep her in the house.
20.
Oh,
I'm just
I don't want
kidding.
to say
I'm
anything
just kidding.
political
I'm just
right now,
kidding.
but it sounds like
I'm just
someone
kidding.
we got in the White House.
Yeah.
Anyway,
28 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of mothering.
Yeah. She had to do that.
Yeah.
we got to call your mother and ask her how the hell she did this.
Yeah.
she should be the guest on Sex Talk with my mom. No, we're very delighted to have you. You're from Detroit?
Yeah. Detroit, Michigan, East Detroit.
And when did you move away from there?
I was 22. So 2016, I left for Florida.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And, you know,
On your own.
Yeah.
That's very adventuresome.
I was going to go to Chicago to work at the comedy clubs. I was trying to get into Second City, but it seemed at the time before COVID, it was like $900 you can get your own house in Florida.
wow. Damn, you can't miss
3-bedroom
out.
house.
Damn.
Not the
bartend.
same if you were at Second City.
No, it was like $2,000.
Damn.
So, to go
Yeah.
that way. I couldn't make it. Yeah, so I did Florida.
Well,
That's very brave of you, though.
Oh yeah.
what did you think about growing up in Detroit? Do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, where I grew up, yeah, it was fun. I went to East Detroit High School, so it's Metro Detroit, right on 8 Mile.
Wow.
Like 4 blocks behind my house was 8 Mile.
No way.
So from 8 Mile to 10 Mile is this small little city. It's called East Point now, but it used to be called East Detroit, and the high school was called East Detroit. But it was about 3 square miles, so everybody I went to kindergarten with, we all went to high school together.
Wow,
You know,
wow.
everybody had bikes. You could ride. It was nice.
I hear about this in rap songs usually.
Yeah.
Were there a lot of rappers that you grew up with?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. What do you know about rappers?
Yeah, sometimes I listen to rap, Mom.
Jeez, I never
You
heard
didn't
of this.
fucking know that, did you?
No.
Sneaky freaks. I enjoy rap
You're a
sometimes.
secret rapper.
Occasionally.
A lot of the rappers. T. Greasley, I know him from a couple comedy shows in Detroit. He's big now.
So, did you ever want to get into rap or no?
No.
Oh, it was always comedy for you?
Wanted to be a comedian always.
Wow.
A lot of kids I know that there's a lot of versions of me that are out there that are rappers. They're like white guys working at, Arby's.
Yeah.
But they
Eminem was Eminem from that area.
Right.
too?
His high school was Lincoln High School, and my high school was East Detroit. If my house was a block to the left, I would have went to where he went.
No shit. That's then you could have been a rapper.
You have
I
a
shoulda-
joke
yeah,
about that
coulda
in your
been.
show, too.
Yeah, I do stand up about that. Yeah, living in Detroit.
Okay, so
It's kind of my shtick.
it's my shtick. Well, we wanted to kind of ask you about this. My mom did some research. She
did.
found
Deep diving.
wild laws in Michigan you probably didn't know. So
All right, well, I might know.
can we test you and see if you know these laws?
And
By
I
the way-
didn't, and when I did this, I did not know that you spent any time in jail. So I don't want to bring if this is PTSD or
No, don't worry. I only got arrested for weed. That was my only thing.
okay.
Also, what the fuck source is this, Mom?
It was AI.
mihomes.andrew.com.
I don't
it's
know.
A
Don't.
realtor
There was
that
just
you're
an
getting this-
ad. Don't look at that.
It's just AI ads.
Okay, all right. Oh, what? No, this is a full. This is some realtor's website that you're pulling this from.
All right, that's not the one I was looking for.
Okay.
Go
It's
back.
fine.
Go back.
It's fine.
Go
Let's
back.
hear it.
Okay. What did you want to see? You want me to go down?
Right there.
The seduction law.
Yes. Did you know what the seduction law is?
No, is that
Well,
real?
you're about
It's
to find out.
MCL 750.532. That's the law. It states that a man who seduces an unmarried woman can be charged with a felony. The law was passed in 1931 and has not been updated since then.
So a pissed off cop can just arrest anyone, huh?
I guess so. Anyone
on a
who's
date?
If they're on a date, yep.
That's a
trying it.
crazy law.
Well, how do you say whether or not you're seducing someone versus if you're just
Well,
friends?
this is a great question. This is why we want to bring Nathan onto the show.
Conception starts at erection. So that's the law that's happening.
And then you can
in
get up to
Ohio.
5 years in state prison and a fine of up to $2,500.
Gee,
Yeah,
they're pretty tough
up
over there.
to. Yeah.
You have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You better not take her to Michigan.
I wouldn't. Yeah, no, we're getting married soon, but yeah.
Oh wow, fiance.
Almost. She doesn't know it yet, but yeah.
Are
it's
you
coming.
going to do it today?
Wait, you're wearing the ring, no?
She got me a ring to wear. It doesn't come off, but
It doesn't come
I'm
off.
just joking. But she got me a ring. I got her one. I'm surprising her. She
Okay.
doesn't know yet. It's coming
nice.
Any day. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be
It's
fun.
not on Valentine's Day. You don't want to. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
You'll see
Happy
this
Valentine's
after,
Day.
but-
Yeah, you're definitely.
Yeah,
seeing
you're going to
this.
see this way after Valentine's
That's
Day, but that's
fine.
okay. You get the idea.
So did you ever seduce someone in Michigan?
Oh yeah.
And were you ever concerned that the police were going to arrest you for
No,
that?
I was concerned I'd get arrested without having a license or something, but
Never this. Well, the law applies to men who persuade or induce an unmarried woman to have sexual intercourse with them. The law assumes that the woman would not have consented otherwise. This is crazy.
you tricked her.
That's why they assume any woman who's having sex with a man has
Well,
has
she's been
tricked.
seduced.
She's been
Usually they
seduced.
are tricked.
Yeah,
Usually
So this is actually kind of true.
this is kind of true.
yeah. Men change right after they get what they want. You'll see.
What does that mean? You'll see.
What kind of,
You
who are
know.
you giving this advice to?
Whoever,
All the young Michigan
all the
listeners.
young girls listening to
Oh,
Sex with
you
My Mom.
not sex with my
talk,
mom.
dude.
Sex talk with my mom. Jesus
Sex
Christ.
talk with my
And,
mom.
it's a common error.
It's a common
Yeah.
error. Well, all right. Well,
I had my algorithm since I looked you guys up has been messed up.
Oh, what's coming? What's coming up there? No pun
Just a
intended.
bunch of weird stuff.
Sorry about that.
A lot of ads to move to Utah.
Oh my God.
A lot of Mormon commercials. I've never been to Utah.
did you meet your soon-to-be fiance in
Florida.
Florida?
She's from Mass, and I'm from Detroit. She's actually, we grew up way differently than each other. She's an only child, and I'm like a middle.
Of
And
seven.
and she's from like a Drake at Mass, and I'm from Detroit. So
Wow.
we met in Florida. Yeah.
Did you? So I mean, this is. I don't want to get personal.
You got to
on this,
seduce him.
Yeah. Did you seduce?
I brought her to a show. She came to my show first. Like, yeah, well,
How did you get her to come to your show without knowing her?
And by the way,
I set
is
it all
this a
up.
strip club? Because
Nope.
apparently Tampa's the
Tampa's
hub of.
number one hub of strip clubs, but
Yeah.
no, this was Tarpon Turtle. Actually got a hat on for them.
Oh wow.
I've been working there I run comedy shows there too. But yeah, I had her come there, so it was on my turf, and then bam, she hasn't been able to leave since.
Oh my
how
God.
did you meet her to begin with?
Oh, Publix. I was getting a sub.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
and then-
Who is that?
Who is that? And then you said, "Hey, come to the show."
Yeah.
That was
it.
That was kind of a seduction, though. You could be arrested.
Well, you got magic
you could be
stage
arrested for that
dust.
shit.
Yeah, magic stage dust is a real thing.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's super nice to you, right? If you do good. If you do bad as a comedian, you might as well have a skunk spray you. So that I really put it all on the line, bringing her to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
What do
was,
you
did you
about
think
it?
you were
liked it?
gonna crush?
Yeah, she loved it. I thought I was going to crush it. Everyone had been asking me to do a show there for a long time, so when I did it, the place was packed.
And you did well.
I did good,
Well-
yeah.
well
Getting
enough to-
married, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. So,
Yeah.
how long does that magic dust last for?
12 minutes. If there's another comedian that goes, fuck yeah, that place lasts as soon as you get. It's lasted. I've been with my girlfriend and it doesn't last long. It still works, but no, I got like 8 minutes to get out of that club.
Yeah.
And there you
It
go.
lasts.
I caught you right in the 8 minutes then.
Yeah. You did, guys. We gotta get the fuck out of here right now. It'll as long as you're in the club and everybody's like high fiving you and shoulder pats. You got magic stage dust. But as soon as you're out of there and people come up to you and they're like, "Oh, I didn't see your set." Now it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Wait,
Yes.
Cam, do you find the same thing when you perform as a clown?
Yeah, it's kind of similar.
Magic stage does.
If I do
clown,
well,
do
yes.
clown-like people come up to you?
I mean, the people that like clowns, yeah.
You did a really good job, and then the girl sees that
Yep.
magic stage dust.
Magic. Now,
It's
let
a
me ask
thing.
you, if now that you're involved in this relationship, I don't know what type, maybe is this a closed relationship? Is
No,
it really-
closed to
Closed.
shit.
So what happens?
Closed as shit.
Closed to shit.
Closed as shit. You do really well in another show, and some girls start coming up to you again.
Yeah.
That's when the stage dust. That works for her. Not
Stage
that
dust.
way. Just it's nice to be liked. My girlfriend has magic stage dust 24/7, so I get 5 minutes of that. She gets it 24/7.
Very sweet of you.
We like to go through. I'll be like, "Hey, look, I got a bot that messaged me," and she's like, "I think I got one of those too." And I'll look at it, and I'm like, "No, this motherfucker's real." All of these men are real. There's hundreds of dudes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's
Women
Does she
are
also perform or no?
no. She's
Okay.
she does special effects makeup.
Oh,
So
damn.
she kind of
Oh,
performs.
that's cool.
Yeah, she helps me write. She's my writer.
So
She
I was
writes
going to
for
ask
me.
you about that. So how do you write your material? What's
I'll write the joke at work, or I just try to make myself laugh. And if it works, I write it down and then I throw it by her. And if she likes it, if sometimes she doesn't like it, I'll still try it. But yeah,
She vets it.
yeah,
That's
she's
cool.
vetted some stuff. Yeah.
Do you feel like you need to be with someone who you find funny or who finds you funny?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If she didn't find me funny, this wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
She's funny too, but if she didn't find me funny, I don't think I'd. Yeah, no.
I think you guys have it made when you're men that are funny.
Yeah.
I couldn't be with a guy that was not funny.
Well, a guy that's funny can be a 5 and be with a 10.
But
Proven.
It is
not
proven.
necessarily the other way around.
No, there's no
But
funny
I
chick.
do tend
you
to be
know,
more attracted to women that are very funny. You know.
Ryan Reynolds isn't with a 4, and he's like, it's because she's funny. No, it's because she's,
Well, is that like?
I'm not with my girlfriend because she's funny. I'm with her because she everything. But
She laughs at your jokes.
no, but
She's got the magic dust.
yes, she's got magic stage dust constantly, so I like her.
But when you think of funny, do you mean laughing at someone or with someone?
With someone, she's funny. She makes
Yeah.
us we laugh.
I find myself laughing both at and with my boyfriend.
Yes, we laugh at people together.
No, I'm talking about I'm laughing at him and he doesn't get that he's a clown.
No, she knows I'm a clown. she gets mad.
If we ask you like, when was the hardest you laughed last? When was the last time? What's the hardest laugh you get this question?
When we both laughed, it was probably today or yesterday. Yeah, cashier dropped a bunch of stuff, and I just started laughing. You fucking asshole!
So nice of you.
Or
It's
the
a
guy
very-
on our way here, we were in line. We were just buying a shirt, and this dude was talking everybody's hats off at the store, and just my comments. I'll get louder and louder. I'll pretend.
You're
to be,
very shy, I guess.
No, I'll pretend to be. Got to deal with it.
You're not supposed to say.
I
You're
won't.
supposed to
I'm
say
sorry.
mentally challenged.
I'll pretend to have a disability,
Okay.
and she'll.
That's very, very PC.
So
these
now
days.
it goes from she's my girlfriend, we're holding hands at the beginning of the store, to she's my guardian. You got to get out of
So
here.
you're the one with a disability.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. People.
This has to happen when someone is asking a lot of questions in line, or is
Yeah,
that
no, when someone's taking their time, or
Yeah,
I want to get out of somewhere. If she wants to have another drink, and I've already had a couple, and I want to go home, I just turn it on. It's time to go.
It's time to go. We got problems here. Hey, so we have a few.
Have I been seduced?
So okay,
Wait,
tell us about that. I
yeah.
love that we pulled up our pre-production.
Our notes, and
so
he's
now
reading
you
them.
read all the notes and just respond to it without us asking. All right. So have you ever been
People try
seduced?
a lot of dudes for some reason.
Oh, dudes are trying to seduce you.
Men
Oh.
try to seduce me. Yeah.
Why? What is that? Like a
The
little-
entertainment business, I guess.
You make them laugh. They got Stardust. Next thing you know.
I don't know, but for some reason, they think that I could go that way.
Have you performed in a strip club?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Comedy?
I've performed in a few clubs.
As
I
opposed
work
to
in a strip club currently, kind of.
Really?
Why I run accounts for Bevan Co. Sculpture. They're inventory, and Tampa's the largest home of strip clubs. So 3 of my accounts are all strip clubs.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I noticed you rub your ring when you talk about strip clubs.
Huh? Oh, I just I don't. I go in the strip club at 4 a.m. right after they close. Nobody's there. I'm weighing all their liquor. So.
Oh, I see.
A lot of
so you
shit
do
goes
go
on in
into
those
that
strip
shit.
clubs, right?
Oh, definitely. Because I'm there at the end of it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
What does it
see
smell like at that hour?
Oh God.
Red Bull and vodka.
That's it.
Um,
That's better than what I heard from my boyfriend. He used to be a bartender there.
Yeah, it's stinky. There's a lot of I got to look for loose bottles, so I'll go through a closet and there'll be a bunch like huge wardrobes, and they're all like stuck together, sticky.
Yeah, they're sticky
joking.
wardrobes. Oh God. You have me go. All right. Anyway, moving on. Well,
This episode of Sex Talk with My Mom is brought to you by Alloy Women's Health.
aging can suck, Cam. I mean, it is like a brutal bitch.
What are you going through, Mother?
You can't sleep. You got hot flashes going on. As a woman, you get brain fog, which I've had many times.
These are all menopausal symptoms?
Menopause and premenopause symptoms. It's inevitable. Every woman is going to go through this, and no one should suffer. I didn't know about Alloy, unfortunately. I wish I had. I had to go find a doctor that was able to help me with my hormones. Most doctors don't.
Alloy will pair you with a doctor who specializes in menopause-related treatments. And so here's how it works. You complete an intake form on their website, myalloy.com/sneaky,
It's just a quick, short questionnaire.
and they'll have a menopause-trained physician design a treatment plan for you that is personalized specifically to you.
You need this. You don't want to go into your gynecologist's office and have them say bullshit about hormones. And a lot of doctors don't even know how important it is to get hormone replacement therapy. So if you go to Alloy, you're so much ahead of the game. You can skate through menopause.
And then you will get a 3-month supply sent right to your door once approved.
I cannot recommend this enough. Join the 95% of the women who tried Alloy and saw relief in the first 2 weeks. Head to myalloy.com/sneaky. It's SNEAKY, and tell them all about your symptoms. And you'll get a fully customized treatment plan. You'll get $20 off your first order. Head to myalloy.com. That's myalloy.com/sneaky, SNEAKY, and enter code SNEAKY to get $20 off your first order. We have a game.
What's the game?
Well, we wanted to bring up some seduction advice since you are a seduction expert over here, and we react to these videos. You down?
Yeah.
All right.
Because this is February 14th, Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day, baby.
But we're going to put this out later, so this is going to be like a recap of Valentine's Day 2025.
So if you want to seduce, this is the first tip we got for you.
Seduction tip, how to use your mouth in seduction. Stop closing your mouth every time you're done talking. You see how I did that?
All right, for those
Stop closing your mouth.
put it on pause for a sec. For those of you who are not watching this, you got to watch it. But basically, she's leaving her mouth like open after every time, as every statement or question. It's a weird thing.
Talk to him like this.
Exactly. So,
A lot of tongue.
A lot of tongue sticking out.
At first, I thought, well, what do you think about this? Would you be seduced if someone is after they talk?
Girls don't need to seduce anybody. They
just-
need to fight them off, dude. Girls need to start learning their value.
I feel like some women will, if they see someone they want to hook up.
Yeah,
with,
they'll try.
They'll try. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need to
You'd
bust
think it's
the
not even
tongue out.
necessary.
It's not necessary.
Not necessary.
No.
Don't
Go
bust
to-
the tongue out.
Girls don't gotta bust the tongue out. That's like an anniversary thing now.
She's saying
You're gonna bust the tongue out.
she's saying don't leave the mouth closed.
Yeah, I guess if a girl's got her mouth open. If a dude does it, that's not gonna work.
Why not? Why not?
It
It does look a little weird if you're walking around sticking your tongue out
Is
at
that what you
people.
want?
I don't think it's the tongue that she's talking about. Here, let's keep going for just a second. Because at first I thought this was just hilarious, and then I actually think it started growing on me.
Really?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Because why does it need to be closed all the time?
You see how she's leaving it open? The mouth always stays open. There's airflow.
And then
going
they
in
get
there.
this lip injections and makes it
Excuse
even
me.
worse.
I'm lost. I don't know which way is the grocery part of the mall. I'm looking for Trader Joe's. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Push your mouth towards them. You see what I'm saying?
It seduced
It's
you.
actually a pretty good tip.
For a chick, that
You don't think I could get away with the mouth?
I would like to see you get away. I'd do that.
Good luck. Good luck. It's not gonna. It's like in Scarface when he's telling him it's the tongue, and then he goes up to the girl and he gets slapped. That's what this is.
That's what this reminds you
I'm
of.
just gonna stop talking and hold
All
the
right.
mouth steady.
All right, so don't use this
Open.
technique, Cam.
You know, this is actually a clown technique.
Really?
You're supposed to come on stage. If you want to look dumber, you leave the mouth ajar.
So I think that's the key, though. She kind of like when she asked the question if she's lost.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
maybe it's the same idea. She's trying to be this.
She's like a damsel
Oh,
in
I'm
distress.
so lost. I don't know where I am. Let me stick my tongue out.
It's not the tongue. She's talking about the mouth.
All
right.
the guy wants is put his dick in her mouth.
It's all.
I think
That
that's
is it.
Well,
I think
it
that's
got
what
you
she's
guys
getting at.
going,
Men
right?
are simple. We are simple guys. All she needs is just open her mouth. That's it. It's done.
It's really sad for men.
We think about sex every 9
very
seconds.
pathetic. All right.
Every 9 seconds. Oh my
That's a
goodness.
real thought.
All right,
It's
there's
a real thought, or is that a real fact?
Fucking fact. I'm pretty sure we think about it.
Every 9 seconds?
A guy knows. I knew immediately that I wanted to have sex with my girlfriend. Immediately when I met her, and I
Did
asked.
she have her mouth open with her tongue sticking out?
No, she was
The
even.
tongue
She
is
wasn't
not
even
involved.
facing me. She was standing the other way. I knew immediately. I asked her when she thought that it would be, like, whenever she even thought about it. And she was like, after your show. And I had already whacked off like 30 times
What?
before
Oh my
the
God.
show. So
Why do you do that?
She had no idea. I'm seducing her in every way. I'm setting up a show. I'm doing all these things.
You set up the
I'm
show to
cranking it off.
seduce her?
No, yeah, I would have get her. She had no idea. She didn't even know she wanted to fuck me until after that. That's
I've been told the same sort of
women
thing.
are very
Really?
nice.
Yeah, afterwards. And I'm like, the whole time, I'm like, I was
What
aware
what
of what was
happened
going
with
on
you?
here.
What happened?
Perform, next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom.
I'm going for
And
it.
you
Yes.
do you whack off 30 times before the show?
No, before.
This was before we met. This was a call. I had a couple days after we met to set up the date. You know, it wasn't a fucking crank fest.
I can't do a crank fest before performing. I need all the energy and focus I have. Otherwise, I'm going to be too loosey-goosey.
Oh, you're gonna be like exhausted.
I did it right before I got here. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm
Jesus.
just kidding.
No, he touched my arm. He said, let me know. Did you wash your hands?
No, I was just messing with you. I didn't crank one out.
But can I ask you, like,
I live
what
with
does your
her.
mother think about?
No, she loved it. She's not here anymore, but she loved.
She loved your
being a
shows?
comedian. Oh yeah, she loved all of it. Yeah, she's the
I'm
reason why I
sorry.
do it. It's okay. I killed her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, it's
Probably
nice
with
that
all
you
the
have this
stress.
tribute to her on your arm now.
Oh, yeah, she loves it. You should see the one I got on my inner thigh. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She loved it, but she thought it was funny. So she's been gone for a couple years.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
no big
man.
deal.
All right, well, should we keep going
Yeah,
another
keep-
seduction
See
tip?
some more tongue videos.
I did a lot of research for this, so yes.
Here we go.
There's one seduction technique I never see talked about on TikTok, and it's a little crazy because it goes back to our evolution. Like, this is ingrained in men's brains. So the redder a woman's
heard of
face
this, by the way.
is, especially in terms of blush, it's showing that you have more blood flow to your face. It's actually signaling to a romantic partner that you are a healthy mate. It's also a sign of youth. We think about someone who's elderly or someone who's sickly, a lot of times they're more pale. And that's because they have bad circulation, so they don't have rosy cheeks. And in women in particular, having rosy cheeks signals that you have high levels of estrogen. So rosy cheeks are associated with higher fertility. So use this to your advantage as a woman, and make sure you wear blush on a date or when you're going out to find a guy. I'm telling you, it's like you won't even know it. It's like bees to the honey.
Oh.
Okay, there are so many things wrong with that whole thing, especially the part when you're old and sickly and pale. What the fuck? If you're sickly, old, and pale, you're not looking for a guy anyway.
Girls aren't looking for guys. They don't have to. I don't.
So you don't care if they have the blush on or no blush
I'm
on,
not
or if
looking
they're.
for that. I didn't even notice.
What are you looking at?
didn't
You're not
even
looking at
notice
those
the
rosy
red-
cheeks. What do you
looking at-
think, Cam?
Rosy cheeks, I kind of associate with like little dolls, or I actually think it's a youth,
They have a
like a
couple
young
drinks.
kid thing. I don't really think of it as like an adult thing.
And those of you again watching this on the computer or wherever you're watching it, she has the biggest lips I've ever seen in my freaking life.
Very
they,
red
they
lips.
were like
Big old lips.
big old lips.
Huge lips.
Definitely not natural.
Yeah, no, a lot of makeup on those lips.
No, I'm thinking filler. I'm thinking
Oh yeah,
puffing
those are definitely
those up.
filled. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Well,
she's got filler for sure.
does this? So I'm curious if this means that women with rosier cheeks have more estrogen. Should men, to show their masculinity, have very, very pale cheeks?
And that shows testosterone.
Yes.
I don't know. But I have actually, no joke, I have heard about ancient times, that like in Egyptian times, that they did paint their face with rosy cheeks and stuff because
same sort of
for the
shit.
same kind of thing.
Like a
there
peacock.
is a little
Exactly.
element of truth to this whole thing, but there's also a lot of bullshit.
And a lot of lips.
Peacocking.
Yeah.
Peacocking.
with the cheeks.
Yeah, you got a peacock.
Do
Everybody does it in their own way.
How do you peacock?
Yeah, I do stand up.
That's
It's
right.
good. You make a spotlight right on you and you
Well,
talk for
yeah,
8
well,
minutes.
it's a pretty selfish job.
So women come clamoring at you after the show. And
No, but no, they don't.
They don't come clamoring?
Someone will say something, and then
You got me coming clamoring.
I know.
I was actually clamoring just to get you on the show. Not
I'm
necess-
excited about being on the show.
Thank you. Do you talk about sex during your show?
I got a few jokes. I do. I have a sex. I do. I used to date a lot of Canadian girls growing up in Detroit, and I like dating Canadian girls more than American girls because 124 millimeters sounds a lot bigger than 4 inches.
You know what? That was a good one.
Did
That
I
was
say-
a,
did
that,
I
I
do
remember,
that
that was
joke?
from your show. That got a big laugh.
So believe it or not, it's like reverse psychology. I'm throwing that out there, and then for some reason, ladies like it. Not many. but-
They're like, oh, he can talk about his penis. He has a
Yeah.
penis.
And then they're shocked when it's bigger than what I said.
Yeah, they set the bar low.
Yeah.
Expectation
Shoot high.
is low. Yeah, shoot high. All right, we got one more for you. Are you down?
I'm down. Yeah.
All right.
Here are 5 seductive words that make men desire you on a deep emotional level. The first word is no. If you value your time, you set clear boundaries in a relationship, you're going to be shocked when men really start to lean in and respect it. Yes, and I get it, that is the opposite of no, but bear with me here. As much as men want to be challenged with the no word, we also want to be with someone who can kind of go with the flow. Just like you want to be with a guy who's also a yes man sometimes. Why? Asking a person why is one of the most emotionally seductive words because it is where you can get to a more philosophical conversation
He is
about
very
anything.
deep.
Rather than asking a guy, what does he do for a living? Ask him instead, why did he choose that profession? You're going to get a very different emotional response than you might if you just ask him what he does. Passion. If you're able to share those things that make you emotional, then suddenly you're going to create a much tighter emotional bond. Slow. Don't be afraid to move slow in a relationship.
What
The
are these
slower you
words?
move, the more it builds desire, the connection.
So I love
Okay,
that he starts-
I want to tell you my first reaction.
Yes.
He doesn't have to talk. He's just good looking. He should just shut the fuck up.
He
That's how
doesn't
you
even
seduce.
talk to girls was my first reaction. I like to be around people that are where I want to be, and that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. No.
Yeah.
I thought his second one was going to be, the second one is stop, and the third one is get off of me. Guys love that. This guy doesn't even talk to girls. He doesn't know any of that. It's always like when a girl's writing a book and it's like how to make your man happy. We know how to make ourselves happy.
You're saying
What is it that you know?
All we want to do is fuck you. That's it. That's it. We want to be nice to you. Just if we like a girl, we'll do anything to be nice to him. A guy, at least.
that is your seduction tip?
Yeah, be very nice to him.
Just be
Just
nice.
be
to
nice to them.
And be
Yeah.
funny. And be genuine. And when she says no, listen. I don't know why that.
I'm very glad
that is
to
a
hear
good one.
that.
Yes.
I'm very glad to hear that.
No
No,
ma-
means
makes her
no.
What
No
I
means
loved about
no.
this video was that he starts. The first word is no. The second word is yes.
Right.
Yeah, he's just
What the fuck is that?
he's just giving out basics.
And then he goes. Then the third one is why, and then the fourth or fifth is passion. That's
Yeah.
not a word that you use.
I'm telling you, he's a good-looking dude.
And he
He should
shouldn't
just
be-
keep his mouth shut.
Yes.
Don't add all of the extra words. Not necessary.
Well, we've come to the end of this show. We had a whole plan for you to do all this.
Should we do one?
We had a
Let's do
gift.
one.
Do one. We got it. I'm
All
here.
right.
All right. First of
We're in
all,
Hollywood.
We're in Hollywood. We might as well make the most of this. We're going to go into the segment called Mom, Don't Ask That.
Oh shit. Yeah,
These
let's
are-
do it. My mom would have liked that. Yeah. All right.
These are questions my mother shouldn't be asking you, but
I will anyway.
I'll tell you the answer.
we got our magic hat out. Nathan's taking
This one.
a little swirl in the hat. What do we got?
You
What's
want
the
it
question?
or me?
We haven't. What is the question?
Oh, my dad.
Wait, hold on.
You read that.
Mom, read the question.
All right, here it is. Who is more sexually adventuresome, you or your mom or your dad
My dad.
or your
He's-
legal guardian?
My dad's a sick man.
Your dad is a sick
I'm
man.
just not a sick. He loves poon. He's a hound. He's ruined whole families over some trim.
Oh,
My dad loves. He's got almost 10 kids already. He's a good guy. He likes me. He just loves Tang. He just
It
can't-
sounds like father like son, apparently.
I'll be with the same girl forever. My dad doesn't do that, but he loves Tang. I love Tang too, but I found one that I love forever.
what is this word tank? What is
Yeah,
tank?
have you
Tang,
ever heard
trim.
tang, trim?
Trim.
Still doesn't.
It's,
getting education over here.
He loves women because they're so beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. He doesn't care. You probably know him. No, I'm just kidding. He's up ambitious.
I have not met him yet.
Ambitious to have 10 children. I'm scared to have one.
He's 10 that we know about.
Wow.
Who knows?
What are you sifting through the hat for right
He's
now?
got the same last name as me, so if you have the same last name as me, probably
Well,
got the
this
same dad.
question was which parent initiates sex more, but I would just, in this particular thing, I would say which of you and your girlfriend initiates sex more?
No, my dad initiates it with me all the time. No, me all day.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
All
Is this
day.
the last question, Mother?
All right, the last question. What's your number one secret to great sex?
You gotta thinking about it a lot, I guess. The more you think about it, the more if you're really into somebody and you really think of even throwing a little jealousy in there and you really it's all a mental thing, because I could go for hours or I could go for 10 seconds depending on where my mind's at. For
at this.
guys, right?
Wait, for hours, meaning you think more about them or you think less
No,
about them?
before I shoot my shot, I could go for hours.
If you're thinking about it.
No,
If you're not thinking about
yeah,
it. I see.
The
I
more
think
you
about
want it, the more it's gonna be. The more
Quick drama go?
This is
Yeah.
exactly right. I think this is
I'm
very
killing-
sage wisdom right over
it
here.
is. I'm right.
This
Yeah.
is sage wisdom.
Yeah, he's got it.
And because you gave us such sage wisdom, we have a parting gift for you.
Cool.
You came, you
it a condom?
opened up. You weren't expecting this, but
High on Love dark chocolate body paint.
Mom, is it open?
Really?
It's not opened, but it also is not brand new.
Oh God!
It
When is
has
this
an
from?
expiration date of 2022. But
cum
I
on it.
think it,
There's cum all over.
You give a partially opened.
That's
not
fine.
open.
Check this
chocolate-
out.
Dark chocolate body
Expiration
paint.
date will be gone. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're straight.
I don't know. We have bad. We took some of that. It was on TikTok. You know those sex chocolates.
Yeah.
We went out. I did a show in Fort Lauderdale, and I spent like $50 on that thing. It came in a gold wrapper.
Yeah.
We took it before the show, and about right after the show, we just started vomiting all over
No
the car.
way.
Me and
Oh my
my girlfriend.
God, what
So
is that?
It was a waste of fucking money. That's what it was.
Oh, we will
Thank
not-
you for the body paint. This
Yeah.
is
Oh,
Maybe
I
don't
hope
eat
it.
it.
And I hope that it actually is liquidy. It might be
I'm
like
hoping
completely
it's liquidy and
frozen.
they don't have an allergic reaction to this shit.
That's fine.
Don't
It'll be-
worry.
It'll be okay.
I gave him the qualification.
Me and my dad could use it.
Yeah,
It'll
give it
slow
to your
him
You
down
dad.
a
guys
little
have been
bit.
great. Yeah, this is fun.
Nathan, thank you for coming on the
Yeah,
show.
thank
If
you.
people
Thank you,
want to
guys.
find you, how do they find you?
Nathan Gelardi Comedy, Instagram. You find me after 10 letters. So Nathan, G-E-L, and I'm right there. Nathan Gelardi Facebook, Nathan Gelardi Comedy YouTube, and I'll be coming to a city near you. I have a show in Detroit and a ton in Florida.
All right, listen to him,
I'll be
folks.
back.
Thank you
June.
so much for being on the show.
Thank
Super
you,
funny.
guys.
Thank you for coming on.
And
Thank
let
you.
me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having our boy Nathan Gelardi.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking, wow,
All
right.
right.
You
Yes.
don't usually get a rhyme.
I
so this
did.
is a
I
good
did
sign.
want to hear your one little.
Some songs.
Yeah, just one little song. Because
Okay.
one of the ones you did the other night was
Do
was
you-
very cute.
Oh, fuck. I missed so many of those songs. I wish I was going to do this one, but I did. It's that time of the month where she's a bitchin', screaming and yelling at me. Bust out the old sheets, throw down a towel, stick it inside her and pee.
Oh, my.
Oh my God!
Usually have a
Glad we ended on that note.
harmonica. That was a good one.
Where do you come up with these things? Never mind.
I wrote that one at work.
No, that's a good one.
You wrote that at work in the strip club, cleaning up all this.
Well, I'm sitting
A
there.
lot of liquids going on there.
Moving bottles all around,
know-
singing to yourself at 4 in the morning.
You know, there's tons of loose dollar bills at the strip
No
clubs there.
fucking way.
And I found out from one of the owners, because I was like, how come the girls don't pick them up? I guess it's like shameful for them to pick up a loose dollar bill. So I'll walk around hundreds of dollars of singles behind the bar.
No way.
Yeah. Unless they're put in the G-string or they're handed to them, all the other girls will make fun of the girl who picks them up. So they just leave hundreds of dollars on the
So
floor.
you're picking it
Oh,
up with
that's-
no
At
shame.
Scores in Tampa, Don Julio.
Yeah. So
Wow.
my boyfriend used to work at Scores in New York
Ah.
as the bartender, and he would tell similar stories. But he's probably the one picking up all the dollars. I can
That's
tell
what
you.
I would have been doing.
But they give
I
you
don't
certain
care.
bucks that aren't worth anything outside of the club, right?
No, these are real dollar bills.
Oh, they're
but
real
yeah,
dollars.
That's unbelievable.
Scores in Tampa, we do the #1 highest sales for Don Julio Reposado in the country.
Whoa.
Just a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Okay.
Over
Thank you
$4
again.
million a year. All right.
Oh, shit. Thank you for coming.
It's been real. You can